Hello. Welcome to our GLU Tonight Leader Unite Tonight or today. Um, if you watch us live, you can put live. If you watch us replay, you can put replay on the comment. Today, we're very special. I have a guest with me. But before we do that, I want to ask you a question with you guys. Do you want to have a long lasting customer and they come back again and again and buy from you more and more? If you do, put yes on the comment. Or do you want to have a very good relationship with your customer and then they love you and then they will say yes for everything for you? If you do, put yes. Or do you want have a customer and they will be come back and they will be even sometime will call you and ask you, hey, what is more can provide a service for them? If you do, put yes on the comment. Okay, without further ado, I should ask my special guest today, Jeffy Hunter here. Hi, Jeffy. How are you?
Hi, Annie. I'm fine. Thank you. Glad to be here.
What are you doing to share us with today? Would you like to maybe introduce yourself to our members or our customer? Our members and our audience.
Sure. First, I'd like to give out a shout out to all my friends in Thailand. Sawati Kontai Tukon Kap. My name is Jeffrey Hunter, and I'm with the Cantonese GrooveAsia team. And before then, I was an IT corporate consultant for about 20 years, and I've worked on many mission critical projects in corporate America. And most of the time, I was a customer liaison. So I had direct connection or direct contact with the customers during that time. So I'm here now with GrooveAsia, and I'm happy to share some tips and secrets with you to customer service, to having a great customer service relationship.
Can you tell me how long have you been joining GrooveAsia and what do you find in our community? Did you do anything and how you grow your community?
Well, I've been with GrooveAsia for about a year now, beginning of 2021, and recently joined with the GrooveAsia Cantonese team, which Annie is my leader, my mentor. Until up to this point, what I've been doing is pretty much broadcasting the great product that we have with GrooveAsia on TikTok. Been doing a lot of TikTok social media campaigns, and that's what I've been doing mostly. Hopefully, I'll be branching out into other social media campaigns, but for now, mostly TikTok.
I remember when I asked you, hey, where did you learn your TikTok? Where did you learn that?
Well, good question. That's one of the advantages of being with GrooveAsia. With GrooveAsia, one of the reasons, one of the things that's provided to everyone is excellent training. I'm not an expert at social media, but GrooveAsia provides training to anyone for free, and that's amazing. There was a training session that was held about 6 months ago by a person that's really close to our team, and they gave a training session on how to promote your services and products on TikTok, and that's where I got my training on using TikTok.
Yeah, that person is our CTO, Nicholas.
Yes,
He put that
Nicholas.
very good, and with our
Great guy.
CEO Simon,
Yes,
and
yes.
have that training.
Yes, great
Yeah, I'm
guy.
very impressed you found that training. Hey, it's very helpful for you to grow your community, right?
Yes, very helpful. It was critical. It was key, and I really can't thank GrooveAsia enough for helping me learn how to use TikTok and promote like I've been able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, why is it an entrepreneur is uh, need to delivery excellent customer service is vital retain and growing our online business.
I believe that excellent customer service is vital, is so important to providing, to helping your company grow and your business grow, primarily because it allows you to have a direct connection with your prospective customer to help them with issues, with problems, because let's face it, our job is to
Mhm.
help solve problems. Okay, and when people contact you, sometimes or most of the times they have a problem. So having a good customer relationship, a customer rapport, is vital to having a successful business.
I agree. I agree. It's not only just provide the solution for their problem. We also sometimes need to personalize personalize the solution for them, right? So for this,
Exactly.
yeah, we need to be understand totally what they need and or what we need to inspire them and help them to grow the business, right?
Exactly. And it gives you an opportunity to introduce yourself, to let them know who you are, and to have that personal connection with the customer or whoever is interested in doing business with you.
Yes, relationship, connect and connect, right?
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. And what is the big mistake you see most digital entrepreneur make with regards to the customer service now
Good
in the
question.
market? Yeah.
Good question. One of the biggest problems that I see with digital entrepreneurs uh, when they're setting up their customer service is that they
Hmm.
rely too much on automation. They think that they feel that automation is the answer to everything. So uh, they allow the computer to have the connection or the rapport with the customer. And I don't agree with that 100%. I believe that a hybrid, um, a hybrid of automation and good old fashioned customer relationship is key to having great customer service.
Yeah, I agree too. Because face to face, and then we can see eye contact and everything, right? But
Exactly.
is this day a lot for brick and mortars? Honestly, unfortunately, because the pandemic, they close, and move everything to the online business. Then we need provide more customer service in the hybrid style, right? Yeah,
Right. That's
yeah.
correct.
Yeah. So very interesting. Could you explain more the your perspective a little bit more further about that to our audience or our members?
Sure, sure. As I mentioned earlier before, I feel that a combination of automation and one-on-one contact is vital to having a great rapport with customers. Um, I believe that this will put you or set you apart from your competitors because right now I see a lot of digital entrepreneurs just relying on automation, sending out emails, just automatically, and not contacting their customers personally. But the hybrid customer service model, which I think is best, which is customer service and automation. Automation and automation enhances customer service.
Yeah.
If you add both of those together, it will enhance customer service and therefore promote you and put you ahead of your competitors because your customers will remember
Mhm.
you more
Mhm.
when you have that hybrid combination.
Yeah. Well, for the automation is easy. If you join GrooveAsia, our platform will already have the email marketing for you. And then how we have GrooveMail, and GrooveMail will help you to delivery the emails information by email, but the information will be like the information or new product information or any discount or anything you want to connect with your client, right? So the rest
Exactly.
will be your personal contact with them, right? Um,
Exactly.
yeah. So what is the? I know you prepare 7 tips for our members or audience. Um, Let me ask them who you want to learn that 7 tips. If you want, put 7 on the chat for me. um, so yeah. So what is the first tip you're going to share with our audience today?
Before we get into the first tip, I like to talk a little bit about GrooveAsia because I love GrooveAsia. I
Sure.
believe it's the best platform that exists right now to date. Okay, and I one of the things that attracted me to working with GrooveAsia is that they really focuses on customers.
Mm-hmm.
They believe in their customer. Their motto is let me see if you look in the URL for GrooveAsia, it's grooveasia.cm, not
Mm-hmm.
com or anything else. This is .cm. And right off the bat, I'm going like, CM? Why? Why CM? Well, I found out that the .cm in grooveasia.cm stands
Mm-hmm.
for Customers Matter. And
Yeah.
I saw that, and I go like, wow, I've got to work with a company like that because I believe in customers, and I believe that customers matters too. So I just had to join GrooveAsia. So GrooveAsia believes in the customer relationship. They believe in the customer experience, making sure that the customer succeeds. And so that's why I decided to go with to join GrooveAsia, and I really I really encourage everyone to check GrooveAsia out. But I just had to say that because I just love GrooveAsia that much. I'm sorry, I probably sidetracked a little bit.
No, no. Thank you for your
Yes,
your review from your heart, right?
I
This is
had to
very
say that.
important.
But today I'm here to share with you some tips that I've learned over
Mm-hmm.
my 20 years of experience on customer relationships, and it's very vital. And I think if you implement these tips that I'm giving you today, they're very important. That you will enhance your customer relationship. It will actually help you to stand above your competitors, and also it will give your customers will develop a rapport with you, and they will continue to come back to you time and time again, not just for the business at hand, but they for repeat business, and also they would love to refer you to other people. And if you love that to happen for your business, don't turn away. Stay tuned. This will give you some great valuable information. Okay. All right.
I agree. I agree. You know how amazing we can have a customer call you and say love you and miss you, right?
That's the dream of every business owner. I would love to have all my customers call me and say, "Hey, I love you," and I just had to get back in touch with you. That's what we want ultimately.
Yeah. Also,
So
the other thing is, and it will be you more connect with them. You even will be time to time to talk with them and more understand them as well, right?
exactly, and a lot of times when customers call you, business owners or consultants, what they dread the phone call because they know it's wow, it must be a problem, or I just don't know what's going to happen. But you should welcome the opportunity to have
Mhm.
a contact with your customers because it gives you an opportunity to demonstrate your talents, your skill, your gifts to help solve problems. And that's what we're here for, to solve other people's problems. Okay.
Okay, let me
All
ask
right.
our audience who ready for the first tip. Put number one on the chat for us. Okay, so you can start to share the first one.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Number one, the first tip that I want to give you for providing excellent customer service is you have to be aware of the three things every customer wants when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
customer service. And you want to know what those are. They are number one, they want to be heard. Customers want to be heard. It's a natural instinct for all human nature. It's a human nature
Mm-hmm.
thing that people want to have people listen to them. And so when they are calling you or when they're contacting you, the first thing they want is to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, they want to be understood. That's a very important thing. They want to have someone to understand that they have a problem and
Mm-hmm.
what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
And number three, they need to be or they desire to be cared for. They want someone to help take care of the problem. And so if we understand these three simple things, then we will actually stand out beyond our competition. And it will give you the framework for for doing the next six steps that I have for you today. So it's very important. Number one, they want to be heard, they want to be understood, and then ultimately they want to be cared for.
Oh. Write it down, right? Be heard, be understood, be careful. Write it down.
That's right. Very important to write down those notes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So I agree that because more you listen to them and more understand them, right? So
Yes.
will be achieved, be understood, right? And then
Yes.
when they tell you the situation, and then you guys between the customer and you have the connection, then you will be more care for them, right? This is the came in naturally, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So what
Um,
is next tips?
the next tip number two. This is something that I came up with, an acronym that I came up with, very easy to remember. SEC. SEC. S stands for smile. E stands for eye contact, and C stands for comment. Okay, so in our environment where we're online, we're sometimes we're on voice mode only,
Mm-hmm.
but when we're either online, visual, or on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
it's important that we execute SEC. It only takes a second. That's why I call it SEC. It doesn't take much.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to have energy. We have to bring energy to our customer. We have to make them
Mm-hmm.
feel that we're excited about being available to them. Because too many times we try to avoid people. Sometimes we're just not in the mood. But it's so important, whether you're on the phone or if you're talking with people directly, that we smile. Why? To present us a pleasant personality, a pleasing personality. Number two, to actually provide energy to our customer so that they can feel that we're excited about talking to them. Then, if you're on a video conference like we are right now, it's important to have eye contact. It's important to
Mm-hmm.
have one-on-one eye contact to let them know that you're engaged with them. And then number three, I want you to apply this as it is if it's applicable, because sometimes it may not be applicable, but make a comment on something about them. Make a
Mm-hmm.
comment about something that maybe they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
or just something that's complimentary to them. And you have to make sure that it's genuine and it's not over the line, because as the situation with men and women, you may say something as a man that may be a little bit offensive. It may cross the line, but keep it pure, keep it honest, and keep it simple, just to give them a compliment, and that will help you a whole lot when you're going into helping them solve their problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Like now, we are doing the live, and actually we provide the customer service for our, customer, and
Hmm.
also our member, because we provide the very information for them to help them to grow the business. When we do live, we also need to have eye contact and also have smile and also have their comment, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct, because it gives you a personal contact with that person. It gives you a connection. For example, right now, my computer is here, but I have a camera here. It's easy for me to
Mhm.
look down, but
Yeah.
I'm talking to you directly in the camera, like you're in the room with me, and it makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So this is a point that you need to remember. SEC.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. If you guys like this SEC, put at easy on the comment for us. Then number three, what is the number three tips?
Number three is this. A lot of people think that it's automatic, that as long as you're looking and as long as you got your ear open, you're engaged. But that's not the case most of the time. Most of the time, we can look at someone, we can listen to someone, and our minds can be a million miles in space. You could be thinking about what happened to you in the morning or what you have to do later on in the day. But it is listen. You need to listen to the customer. Listen to the customer, which means that you have to be present in the situation. You have to forget about everything else and be present in the situation. You remember that the customer wants to be heard and they want to be understood. How can they feel that way if you're not engaged with them, if you're not listening to them? So you have to make sure you have that contact. You have to be aware of that. Ask the customer questions.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them questions about the problem or
Mm-hmm.
whatever topic they're interested in to get more information, uh, and you can provide more customer value. You have to acknowledge what they said. You have to acknowledge it's almost like you have to repeat
Mm-hmm.
what they said, because when they hear you saying what they said, then they know, wow, he understands or she understands what I'm saying. So I feel good about that. That's great. Uh, if a customer calls you and they're angry, a lot of time we have a temptation as human nature, especially if it's on a bad day, to snap back at them or just try to brush them away. But the best calls that I love
Mm-hmm.
are the angry calls. I love them. And you want to know why, Annie? The reason why is that it gives me the opportunity to really break through their emotions to actually become their friend. And let me tell you how to do that. Let me tell you exactly. It's very easy. Just let them talk. Just let them talk. Most of the time, when people have issues, if you just let them vent, let them just get it off their chest,
Mm-hmm.
they will they will calm down, and they will see that you're not giving a reciprocal response. You're not responding the same way. And then what happens is they start feeling guilty about how they feel. And if you show that you're sincere, and if you show that you're listening, you're smiling, you have eye contact, and you're making comments, or you make a
Mm-hmm.
comment, that shows them that you are different. You really care about them, and that's a refreshing thing for them. So remember to listen to your customer, not just with
Mm-hmm.
your ears, but be present, be engaged with whatever
Mm-hmm.
situation is. Present
Mm-hmm.
in the moment. That's the term that I hear a lot. Be
Mm-hmm.
present in the moment.
Yeah, I myself really like this one because if you talk to your customer and let them talk and let them tell you what is the expectation from them, and you know what they want to expect, right? they can be think about a lot of different idea. But let them talk. Let them think this is okay first. Then you provide and tell them what is the difference, and provide the solution, or what they can expect from you. So I think this is I really like this one, and also I like the second one is let them to cool down. And I do have experience like that, like let them talk, and even they mad, and let them listen our solution, and then they even will you may have an opportunity to uh, get more, they buy more from you, right? So
Exactly.
it's not only you do like sales, just only talking about the product. Sometimes it's even just a normal conversation, that will be how to build a relationship for your customer.
Exactly, Annie. And one of the professions that uses this technique, uh, e- like an expert, like a champion, or psychologist. When a psychologist has a patient, they're laying on the couch. The psychologist mostly is just listening to them talk, and they're making notes, just making notes, because as the person is talking, they're actually coming up with their own solutions to their problems, and then you can just go ahead and add your input to them after they're done. Okay, so
Mhm.
yeah, you be present in the moment, and you listen to whatever they say. You don't react. You sit there and you smile. Don't smile like I don't care what you're saying. You
Mhm.
smile, and show that you have some feelings for what they're
Yeah,
going
but
through.
yeah, that's why you mentioned earlier, you need to ask question, right? So
Right.
ask question from what they tell you, then it will be through the question will understand them more, right?
Exactly, because a lot of people, they don't communicate well. They don't communicate well. But when they talking through their emotions, and if you're
Hmm.
listening, you get the underlying problem to their issue, and then you can actually zero in on that and help
Hmm.
them solve the problem. Correct.
Hmm. Yeah. We just finished number three. Now we have number four tips,
Okay, number
right?
four. Number four, yes. The next thing we need to do, the next tip that I want to share with you is we must empathize with our customer. We must empathize. We must put ourselves in their shoes. Okay, we must be sympathetic to their needs. Uh, Listen, and they will, and you listen when they're talking to you. You listen, and then you tell them how much you understand what they're going through. Um, One of the techniques that I've learned in sales is feel, felt, and found. Feel, when you say, "Oh, I understand, and I feel what you're saying. I understand your problem. I understand what your problem is. I understand how you feel," and
Hmm.
then go into, "This is what I found." And in that situation, in the found situation, you
Hmm.
say, "Okay, I understand. I hear you. I understand. And this is where you go in GrooveAsia. This is the option, or this is the feature that you want to implement." Okay. So I understand I understand what you're feeling. I hear what you're saying. I understand, because I've been there
Hmm.
myself. Okay.
Yeah.
All of us, we didn't grow up being experts in the GrooveAsia platform. We actually had to learn, and to learn we had frustration. So when you give them your experience, and then focus on their solution with the tools,
Hmm.
then you make a big impact with your customers.
Yeah, I agree that. Yeah,
Mhm.
is for let them to you put yourself in the shoes, then they also will feel you really understand them, right?
Exactly.
And then they feel more comfortable, right? You keep saying, "I understand." This is very good technique.
Exactly. The ultimate goal in customer service is when the customer hangs up the phone or shuts the video
Hmm.
down. that they feel like they made a friend, that they made a connection with somebody that really understands them, and that has a bond, that creates a bond between your customer and your company, because ultimately we're the representation of that company when they're talking to us, and so whatever uh, whatever we portray, whatever side we portray, that's what they're going to walk away with when we hang up, and they're going to say that company is terrible, but they could be saying that person is terrible. So you don't want that. You want to leave the customer feeling good about calling you and talking with
Yeah, I agree. I
you. Hmm.
agree. Yeah. So let me ask our audience, who want to learn more? Is already learned a lot for number. We just learned number 4, right?
That was
So
4.
who want to learn more? Put more in the chat for me. So we have number 5.
Number 5. Let's move on with number 5. Number 5 is the key. You need to do this, okay? And that is to create a solution, to the customer's problems. Okay? And sometimes this can be the most challenging part of helping your customers resolve their issues, because this requires you to become more creative. Okay? Sometimes we get questions or problems that they have that may be easy to fix, but 99% of the time they could be issues that are just totally challenging. You never heard it before. You don't know how to approach it because it may be unique to their situation. But what you need to do, as we talked about in the last tip, you have to empathize. You put yourselves in their shoes. Then this step, you become like their detective. You become like their coach or mentor, because now you roll up your sleeves. Okay, you're rolling up your sleeves, and they're seeing that, hey, this person is not just taking this position as a regular 9 to 5, that they actually do care. So this is the part where you actually show your customers that you care. Okay, and here's what you do. You have to find a creative solution. You have to find a solution, and this may have to may have to look at your customer's history. Go back into your customer's history to learn
Yeah.
more about how they started off in the company, with what product. You have to look at what steps they took to get to where they are right now. You have to look at you may have to look at invoices. You may have to look and talk to other people within your organization to get more feedback from them, to get a good idea of who this person is and what their business is, what their objective, what their mission is, so that you can understand exactly what you need to do to solve the problem. So sometimes we may not totally satisfy the customer. In situations, there may be a customer that may be just adamantly upset about something, and it may not be anything to do with your product, but it may be something to do with the situation that happened. In those situations, you have to do the best you can to figure out how to resolve the issue. And like I mentioned before, when you listen to a person like that, and you don't say anything, you let them vent, then you and them can break through whatever I guess pain that they're going through, and come up with I guess what you want to call a mutual solution, a solution that you both can agree on would help them. Okay, so coming up with your solution is critical, is a critical next step.
Yeah. This is for I really like that too, and it's very good practice, right? Everyone should do that. When you talk to your client or customer, you put down some note, right? Whatever they tell you, and then next time you can use it to refer them, and then they know you'll remember them, right? When you
Ex-
before they start, you already say, "Hey, I remember what you told me," and they will feel very happy because they want to be you remember them, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And it all goes back to, they want to be heard, they want to be understood, and they want to be cared for. They want you to take care of them. So yes, all of those things, if you remember from the beginning, that's why I
Mm-hmm.
say that these steps you have to look at them in order, because that puts you in the frame of mind to provide that relationship when you try to resolve their issue. So this step that we just covered is all about rolling up your sleeves and and getting down into the dirt, the nitty gritty of the problem, to show them who you are, what skills you have, and
Mm-hmm.
how much you care about them. Because I've had this happen to me, Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Situations where the person I'm talking to couldn't solve my problem. They didn't know. They
Uh-huh.
didn't know, and
Mm-hmm.
they ended up having to say, "Well, I've never seen this before. I'm going to have to push this up the flagpole, or to push it to the next person to see if they can help figure it out." But what I appreciate about them is that they were sincere. They
Mm-hmm.
Even though they couldn't solve the problem, I know that they were sincere because I felt it, and that will diffuse any anger that a person may have. So
Mm-hmm.
that's another thing that you need to understand when you're trying to come up with the solution.
Yeah, that especially in our community, I talk to a lot of members, right? They need guidance, and when they always have their, I would say, mis under misunderstood. They need to learn everything very skillful. Yes, this is good, but will take time, right? But the thing is, if you can be resourceful, then you can find a solution for them. Even you have a people or your um, friends or any customer, you want to let them know this platform you don't know, just be sincere, explain to them and let them know we will get the answer for you. That's why we have different class. You can send a video to them and let them know how to use it, or you can ask our mentor, right? We are here to help serve our committee to give you the answer, right? So that is a thing I want to share with our community members, right?
Very
And
good.
also, like Karen just showed in here, repeating the customer displays active listening and provide the clarity. Yes, Karen, this is right too.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so we have number 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Number 6 is clarify the situation with the client. And what I mean by this is that um, we have to make sure that we understand the
Mm-hmm.
problem completely. You have to understand, because
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to go off and try to resolve the issue thinking that you know what their problem is. The customer will sit back and go like, wow, they really, I mean, something that, in your mind that you've done before for someone to solve their problem, but it's not exactly what they're talking about. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you go on a tangent, and your customers there, they're going like, they didn't hear me, they didn't understand me, and therefore they can't care for me. That's the
Mm-hmm.
message that you're sending. So it's very important. It's very, very important that you understand what the client is talking about. And to do this, you need to make sure that the customer is completely satisfied with the solution. They're completely
Mm-hmm.
satisfied. A lot of times, I know that I've done this myself. That the customer, I work with the customer, and it's a very challenging situation, challenging issue.
Mm-hmm.
We finally get to a place where we make it's working, whatever
Mm-hmm.
maybe not working, it's working. And then, I'm hitting myself on the chest saying, yeah, I did it. I helped them. And we hang up, and I'm feeling good about it. But did you really solve their problem, or were they just being nice to you, or just want to get off the phone with you because you're not even connected with them?
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do, after you've come up with a solution, is to get feedback from
Mm-hmm.
the customer. You get feedback. You don't just assume that you are the guru and you know everything. You need to have them. You don't come up with this. You don't come up with the answer. Yes, the issue is solved. You get feedback from the customer to let them tell you the customer is solved. I mean, the problem is solved. Okay, so there's a difference. Can you see what I'm talking about, Annie?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a difference when you talk to your customer and says, "Well, hey, we're done. We got this wrapped up, don't we? I think everything is working perfectly, just like you want it."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that's not 100% guarantee that you solve the problem. What you want to do is you want to set up some situation where you get feedback from them
Mm-hmm.
on how the situation was solved. Let them put it in. Let them say
Mm-hmm.
it personally to you face to face. But until you get that answer from your customer that, yes, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, you've solved my problem. Until you get that, you're not 100% sure that
Yeah.
you solved their issue.
Yeah. So how we do that? We just need to go back to follow up and follow up and follow up until they
Exactly.
make sure they totally solve the problem or totally satisfy, right?
Now you
So
must have seen my last tip. That what you just said leads me into my next tip, but I think you kind of went ahead of me there. But
no, that no, absolutely not.
okay,
Absolutely not. This is also my experience too, right?
yes,
It's very important. This is very good tips for our members too. And you sign up the new members, you spend the time to explain to them, hey, GrooveAsia have a good platform. But what you have to do, help them to grow. And you need to make sure and follow up with them to see what they need, right? So sometimes, yes, we have a mentor here, but if you can, because you are the first person to talk to them, you bring them into this community, right? So what I always do tell people, what you need to do, what can tell the member, what you have to be, um, contact to them and then follow up to see what they need because everybody have different situation, right? They have
exactly,
different niche, they have different business, and you can be provide different solution, inspire them, and because we have our all-in-one platform, we help you for the whole online business even more, right? And also to if you would become the affiliate, then if you can do that, you can duplicate more people too, right? This is the
yes,
thing. Yeah. So I always encourage people to follow up. I didn't look at
exactly.
your things.
And that's a good method. That's a very good method, and it's when you think about it, it's just common sense, and it's only common sense if you really truly care about your customers. You want to do it. It's automatically, it's natural that you do that. So yes, so that leads us into our tip number 7, and I think Annie looked at my notes and she 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 hit it right on the nose.
No,
But
this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what.
excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Step number 7, follow up with all of your customers. Follow up with all of your customers, not just the customer you just solved the problem with, but follow up with everybody. I don't care how long ago it was when they bought, or how long ago that you served them. Follow up, be consistent about that, because the whole goal of providing customer service And this is what helps you retain your customers and help your business grow, because you're establishing a relationship with your customer. Okay, if you're not talking with your customer on a monthly basis or on a quarterly basis or whatever, your customer feels like you don't even care about them. Only you only care about the sale. You only cared about them having that transaction, and then you forget about them. But when you constantly follow up with your customers, that lets them know that you really care. And I learned this in sales a long time ago. I used to get all of my clients' birthday dates so I can send them
Yeah.
cards. On the holidays, I send all of the people that I've done business with a holiday card, Christmas
Mm-hmm.
card.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really want to, become memorable to your customer, start getting their children's birthdays. All right, and then make sending cards and greetings,
Mm-hmm.
wedding anniversaries, things like that. These are things that I used in my sales career, and really helped me develop a personal one-on-one connection with my customers. Okay, so follow up with all of your customers. How do we do this? We can do this by just simple a video call.
Mm-hmm.
Face to face is the best. Face to face is the best. Call them
Mm-hmm.
face to face, talk to them, and just connect with them. Then we can either do an email, send an email, okay, and then finally we can perform what I call a drip campaign. A drip campaign is nothing more than an automated uh, email sequence campaign that you can schedule when emails go out, okay, to your customers. And basically, you want to get in touch with them to find out what their situation is. Are they currently on another project? What are their goals for the year, for the month? Is there any way that you can assist them? Maybe just get some information from them so that they may not know that GrooveAsia can help them do what they would desire to achieve in the next 30 days or so.
Mm-hmm.
If you're very familiar with GrooveAsia and you know the functions of GrooveAsia, GrooveAsia can solve just about any problem, so that you can say, wow, GrooveAsia can help you do that. If you can just add this feature,
Mm-hmm.
it could help you reach more customers and close more sales. So a drip campaign can also send out coupons. You can send out coupons, discount notices, anything that can help you keep a contact with your customer. Don't ever, 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 don't ever stop talking to your customer after they buy from you the first
Yeah.
time.
That's why.
Continue that. Go ahead, Annie.
No, no, I mean, this is a good idea, right? Because
Yes,
um, for we can, we have a lot of our mini class. We have 1 day free class. This is free for 1 day, or any special class sponsored by GrooveAsia, right? So those is also, you can use it, leverage them to send it to your members, your team, your customer, and let them to come back. And then they maybe not upgrade yet, but that is something can help you to get them to upgrade, and they know more. I truly believe they know the platform more. They know use how to use more, and then they will be, because our product is, our platform is the best, really the best.
absolutely, absolutely,
Anybody
absolutely,
don't feel not the best, come to me, right? So then the best, then we let them to spread it out to every people know about this, right? I find a lot of people still don't know totally. Then rely on us, because rely on us to tell them more, right? And I really like the other thing is, this is also good tips. And Jeffy mentioned about send a birthday card, right? Actually, even you are in social media, you can do that. Your friends you see the pop up there, happy birthday, say happy birthday, and don't just say happy birthday. The tips is you can just, hey, how you celebrate, open up the conversation, right? Or hey, I know you, I believe you have a very wonderful birthday, right? So then they will be talk to you, then we'll be connect again, right? Sometimes we have like 600, 2,000 friends. We not talk to them all the time. Then they don't watch you to talk about this platform or anything all the time, right? We need to connect and have relationship with them. Then they will be know what you're doing, right? Yeah. So this is a, yeah, good tips too. Yeah.
Excellent. That I couldn't have said it better, Annie, because the ultimate goal is to develop a pleasant relationship with your customers or potential customers, because people don't do business with other people unless they like them, right? And you have to
Yes.
have a pleasing demeanor and a caring demeanor, and people will gravitate or be attracted to doing business with you.
Yeah. So is again create like and trust, and very important because, and also you jot down all the note and then information. You never know. Maybe they have situation change, right? Maybe they have life, something happened, or they have different situation, personal situation change. Then you maybe something they at that very beginning is not helpful for from this platform, but they change that will help, right? So that we provide solution, and this is very important. Connect with them.
Exactly.
And
And I'd like to add one other thing, Annie, if I can. A lot of times when we talk to people about GrooveAsia and the products that we offer, or the product that we offer, the platform that we offer, um, we may not get the type of response that we are expecting because we're excited about it. But
mm-hmm,
that person may be dealing with some past issues in their lives, and
mm-hmm,
they may not they may have low self-esteem, low confidence level in their ability because of
yeah,
something that they tried to do that failed. Okay, so they may think that, yes, this is a great idea, it sounds great, but maybe I can't do it.
mm-hmm,
This is a perfect example of staying in touch with people and let them see through your social media campaigns how other people are getting success, and then you have to help them fight through that sense of I guess self confidence. They have lack of confidence in what they can do, and you have to have a relationship or a connection that may encourage them more, to try.
yeah. So that's like what you mentioned about the drip campaign, right? We used GrooveMail, right? Then we
Right.
can set up the sequence of the email, and we have like classes and everything happening here is free to leverage them, and you don't have to be call them right all the time. And I remember one of the tips from Simon class, right? You put the email sequence on the bottom, you put PS. They maybe just look at the PS, that paragraph, right? So most important part, maybe you just put on the PS, and then that is also the trick. And then to let them know, hey, um, maybe you put something personal message to them, right? If you have customer, then they will be very happy about to see that, right? Yeah. And also like I think I believe you heard that you talk to the customer, they won't come to you at least 7 times. At least 7 times they will remember you and they will listen to you, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. And then I like what you prepared today because it's all connected, right? You need to listen. You need they will be like to you listen to them, right? And then you need to have eye contact, and you need to be remember them. how, write down everything, and keep contact with them.
That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah, yeah. Very good information. Let's see who is here today. Listen to us. We have Karen, we have Tyler, and then we have Facebook friends. Nathan, hopefully I didn't pronounce your name wrong. Um, we have Nicholas here. Yeah, so yeah. Um, so I hope in the future you can prepare. I really love this content, and if you I hope you will more provide more information to us and help our member to grow. And I think that's it for today.
Well, I like to say this one thing. If you put these 7 steps into practice, it will help you to retain your customers and grow your business. Those two
Yes,
things are
yes,
just invaluable.
yeah. Don't be surprised you can get more sales, but more they will know more. And then anything I have experience, even I didn't provide that kind of service, they remember me, they will ask me, they will consult my consult me the idea and everything, right? They will consult me, wait, what where can I get it, right? Then you can have the connection with them as well. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so thank you, Jeffy, and I'm so happy for you to come today. And so, with that, everybody, good night, good evening, and goodbye today. And tomorrow I will come back with another. I mean, my host, and I will be co-host with him. So stay tuned tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Sawadee, contact to con, all of my friends in Thailand.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.